boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man, you could tap in or you could tap out, but you know my slogan, you know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now listen, you already know time, energy, the highest forms of currency. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that moolah, stacking that paper, that cheese, and that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's. Listen, man, big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's highly invested in the channel, everybody that understands we are growing this channel organically, constant elevation. Yeah, we on our way to the top, well over 30,000, on our way to 40K. Is what it is. It'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to all my newcomers, all my new investors, everybody that's highly, and everybody that's making their way, and everybody that's running the Grown Man Business TV for that information, man. Listen, man, I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in this lane. And if you merge into this lane, we going to crash out. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, do me a favor, man. Wipe your feet off before you walk into the big house. You understand me? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing every time we go live right here on Grown Man Business TV, the realest channel on YouTube. Big salute to the chat. Big salute to everybody that's in tune. Hit the like button, man. Y'all already in here. Run them likes up. You know what I mean? Now listen, you see the thumbnail, you see the title. You know what I mean? Lil Baby is facing a Rico charge. Yeah, it's getting deep, it's getting wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. You know what I mean? We're going to do something before we even get into this. You already know. We're going to do some customizations to the chat. Anytime I'm giving y'all this information, anytime I'm giving y'all this game, this pure dope, straight off the brick into the bottles, the higher-ups and the elites will try to muffle the message. They will try to suffocate the message. So we're going to do some customizations to the chat. Miss Lovelace. Big wrenches in there. I see the wrenches in here. Make sure y'all doing what y'all do. Don't ask no questions. Shoot first, ask questions last. Y'all already know how we give it up right here at Grown Man Business TV, because this message is just like any other message. These downloads are like any other downloads. It's going to be powerful. It's going to be powerful. Let's talk about this. You know, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be on a beautiful Saturday. You know what I mean? It's not much action on YouTube. It's not a lot of content creators going live right now. And if you ask me, it seems like everybody is talking about the same exact thing. That's what makes Grown Man Business TV so powerful. It makes it so valuable. You understand what I'm saying? Big salute to the chat, man. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Bam. You see that right there at the bottom of the chat, right? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, man. Before you get in here with your Twitter fingers and your Twitter fingers is commenting and leaving comments and wanting to do dialogue and wanting to ask questions with your Twitter fingers and all that, hit the like button, man. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you locked into the realest on YouTube. And if not, that's cool. Get in the back of the class, close your mouth and open your ears. Pure dope, straight off the brick into the bottles. All right? That's the only way I know how to give it up. That's the only way I will give it up. I'm not doing it no other way. All right? Now, like I said, right, if you notice, the algorithm is being overly saturated with certain narratives. It's being overly saturated with certain content, certain agendas, certain conversations. The algorithm is being overly saturated with certain content. Y'all ain't noticed? I mean, you know, rightfully so. Everybody's talking about Big U. Everybody's talking about the West Coast. Everybody's talking about a Rico. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody is talking about Young Thug possibly going back to jail. Rightfully so. And I noticed that everybody is talking about Lil Baby possibly facing a Rico charge. Now, one thing for sure, two things for certain. I got to bait the algorithm over here. I really got to bait the algorithm in order to stay in the algorithm, because the higher-ups and the elites understand that I'm a threat to the establishment. So that's exactly what we doing. I'm going to let y'all know right here and right now, I don't like how content creators are becoming FBI agents. I don't like how content creators are being used to push a narrative so that the higher-ups and the elites can go forward. They can go forward with these Rico charges. They can go forward with the attack on hip-hop, with the attack on rappers, with the attack on our community and our culture. Y'all don't notice how before the Rico charge even takes place, you got all of these content creators already pushing the narrative, already talking about what might happen, already just speaking it into existence. Y'all don't understand that that is a weapon. Y'all don't notice that your favorite content creator has been weaponized against your favorite rapper, been weaponized against the culture. Now, one thing for sure, two things for certain, these rappers are actors. These celebrities are puppets for the higher ups and the elites. So I'm never protecting a celebrity. I'm never going to protect a puppet. You already know how we give it up over here. But I gotta point the finger and I gotta move the smoke and mirrors out the way so that you can see that these content creators that come onto YouTube, come onto this portal and just talk about anything that is thrown into the algorithm, they are also puppets. Oh yeah. We're gonna have a conversation. We're not gonna stay long. Your favorite content creator, for the most part, is a puppet himself or a puppet herself. She don't even understand that she's being used and weaponized to push an agenda. All the higher ups and the elites got to do is put something in the algorithm and you all talk about it. Right, wrong, good, bad, ugly, you all gonna talk about it. Y'all gonna push the narrative. And then once public perception has accepted the narrative, now they go forward with it. And that's what's happening with Lil Baby. That's what's happening with Lil Baby, and I think that is nasty work. It is absolutely nasty work with all of these content creators with 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 subscribers are pushing a narrative about a Rico charge that has not even taken place yet. So what we gonna do is we not gonna talk about no possible Rico charge on Lil Baby. I don't want to talk about that. And I'm gonna really get into the meat and potatoes of this situation because y'all don't notice how easy it is and how consistent it is that the federales are putting Rico charges on all of you rappers. All of you black dudes and all of you rappers is getting Rico charges, but we ain't never seen one Rico charge on the Ku Klux Klan in America. Let think about that. Young Thug, Murder Inc., right? Right? All of these different rappers, all of these different celebrities that make money in our culture, they seem to get the Rico charge just like that. But we ain't never seen the Rico charge on the Ku Klux Klan. So in this particular live stream, we're going to talk about the Ku Klux Klan. And I'm going to tell you right here, y'all got over with Young Thug. Young Thug beat the state. Big salute to Thug. I don't agree with wearing dresses. I don't rock with Young Thug, but I salute Young Thug and Gunna for beating the state. And I'm here to tell you that is the last Rico charge. You know, as a community, as a culture, I think we all need to stand together and say that is the last Rico charge we're gonna let y'all just weaponize against our people. We ain't trying to hear nothing about no more Rico charges until y'all start locking up Ku Klux Klan members. And still y'all go down to the South, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Texas, and y'all do a raid and y'all lock up thousands of Ku Klux Klan members. You know, even not even just the Ku Klux Klan, but the biker gangs. Y'all ain't noticed we don't see no Rico charges on the Hells Angels. We ain't seen no Rico charges on biker gangs. So you got biker gangs and you got Ku Klux Klan running rampant in America. And the only difference between Little Baby and a biker gang, Hells Angels, the only difference between Young Thug, Murder Inc., all of these different Rico charges, the only difference is white and black, homie. The only difference is these rappers are black men and these biker gangs are Neanderthals, dog fur having Neanderthals, cavemen. Oh, you already know. You already know. Under that biker helmet, they got a whole bunch of dog fur tied up all up under that biker. So you tell me we ain't gonna speak on this? All you content creators, all you black dudes out there. I'm talking Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, California. Y'all so quick to talk about Lil Baby. Y'all so quick to talk about Yellow Beezy. But I ain't seen none of y'all point the finger. See, one thing for sure, two things for certain. What you gonna understand is these dudes is gangsters until white men walk in the room. These dudes is gonna shoot. They gonna get gangster. They gonna talk all big and bad. They real tough until the police walk in the room. And that's when it turned to yes, sir, and no, sir. Big salute to the chat. We gonna have a conversation today. I don't want to talk about no more Rico charges with no more rappers until you talk about that dog fur, them white men out there doing. Yeah, we gonna have a deep conversation. We gonna have a real conversation, homie. And you already know here at Grown Man Business TV, I keep the receipts. At all times, do I keep the receipts? Yeah, salute. Trigger Man, tell him I see you in the chat. That's the homie right there, big. Hey man, make sure y'all lock in the Trigger Man Tell Him TV. Hit the subscribe button. Y'all gotta know something, man. This channel right here, Grown Man Business TV, is like none other. When I tell you it's pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles, I absolutely mean it. And when you look at the thumbnail, right? You thought we was about to talk about Lil Baby, you know, 4 pockets full. You know, you thought we was about to talk about the Rico charges. We was about to talk about him possibly going to prison. Hell no. Hell no. And I'm going to push a narrative that we are not going to support any more Rico charges. We are not going to support any more Rico charges, homie. It's over for that. And I'm going to tell you something, man. It's almost about that time to go to war behind it. Y'all ain't locked up the Hells Angels. Y'all ain't locked up biker gangs. You know, imagine if the federales did the same investigation on the Hells Angels that they do with these rappers. Imagine if the federales, the FBI, did the same federal investigation they did on YSL. Imagine if they did that on the Ku Klux Klan. Imagine if they did that with these white biker gangs. Imagine how many drugs they would find. Imagine how many guns they would find. Imagine how many murders, unsolved murders, they would uncover. Imagine if they had the same energy for that dog fur. Imagine that. So understand this. I'm going to talk my talk. I'm going to walk my walk. But I don't got no respect for no content creator. I ain't got no respect for no gangster, for no gang member, for no shooter, for no hooligan that ain't got the same energy when the police come around. That ain't got the same energy when that white man walk in the room. That's why I talk to you how I talk to you. That's why I handle you how I handle you. Cause you won't want to, I'll do this and I'll do that. And then when the police is, yes, sir, no, sir. I'll shoot a nigga down, blow his head off. And then when the police come, yes, sir, put the handcuffs on me and take me to jail. You want war within the culture, but then you would let a white man put handcuffs on your wrists and walk your dumb ass into a private prison, and you would do slave labor. You would let a white man put you in jail and have you working for 20 cents a day instead of getting a job in the real world and supporting your family. So when you come over here to Grown Man Business TV, what you got to understand is this is exactly what it's called, homie. Grown Man Business. So all that tough talk, save it. All that gangster tough talk you dudes up here be doing all and all that, when I be checking y'all out and all that, save it. Don't talk that. I don't want to hear it. Because I know you pussyfoot. Yeah, salute to Charleston White. Y'all scared of the police, y'all scared of the Ku Klux Klan, and y'all scared of those biker gangs and all that. So Lil Baby, I know I talk, I got my videos where I'm exposing Lil Baby. I told y'all and I exposed to y'all the real meaning of 4 pockets full. I told y'all Lil Baby had 4 pockets full of cock. 2 in the front and 2 in the back. So we ain't protecting the celebrity of Lil Baby, respectfully. This ain't no protection for Lil Baby. Lil Baby was at the all-white party. He was getting sandwiched and all that. He had 4 pockets full in the front and he had 4 pockets full in the back. And we all saw it, Lil Baby. But with all that being said, we not just gonna let y'all keep showing Rico charges and doing investigations on rappers. We not just gonna, no. We're not gonna just act like y'all care so much about the community that y'all gotta get these rappers and these actors off the street. Oh, y'all fell for that? Nah, y'all couldn't have failed for that. Y'all let that shit go over your head and under your bridge? Well, good thing we got Grown Man Business TV to talk about it. Oh, y'all thought they cared about the community and all that. Y'all thought they was trying to save the community. Y'all thought they was trying to protect the children. Whole time the Ku Klux Klan are hanging niggas. Whole time they got sundown towns out there in Georgia. Out there in Texas. They got sundown towns where your black ass can't even go after dark. But they don't care about the community. And we not gonna keep letting y'all run this Hail Mary pass on us. Oh, we're trying to save the community. Grown Man Business TV, we just want to protect the community. We want to protect the children. Nah. Y'all scared that YSL might turn to the Black Panthers. Y'all are scared that 4 pockets full might wake up and turn to Black Panthers. Y'all are scared and y'all are eliminating threats. Y'all are simply eliminating a threat. Oh yeah, don't get it confused. YSL is a threat. Young Thug, even with a dress on. If Young Thug chose to take that dress off and put army fatigue on, he'd instantly become a threat. If Lil Baby wakes up one day and he says, I'm gonna do a whole album like I did with the Big Picture song, he becomes a threat. If any of these rappers that have influence, that have authority, that are the head of a gang, wake up one day and say, we are no longer killing black people. We're going to run down on the dog fur from now on. Yeah, anything with dog fur, knock it down. Anything with Neanderthal blood in it, knock it down. Yeah, if you got that Neanderthal DNA, knock it down. That's what they are scared of. So we're not going to waste no more time on this. I want to play a couple of receipts. Big salute. In the big house right now on this beautiful Saturday. Felt like giving y'all some content. Yeah, free Tory Lanez, a threat to the establishment. Free Tory Lanez, a threat to the establishment. We're going to get deeper into this because after I play these receipts, I'm going to explain to y'all that we are not the minority. Oh yeah, get deeper than rap, my G. Big salute to the chat. I want to run something for y'all just so y'all can get some context on what I'm talking about. Yeah, y'all done had all these Rico indictments, but y'all ain't ran down on these KKK members that got a history of murder, a history of drug dealing, a history of hate. Come on, son, what we doing out here? What we doing out here, black man? What we doing out here, content creator? What kind of content are you creating? I'm going to talk about it. Big salute to the chat. Over 300 in the chat right now. Be sure to hit the like button. Run them likes up. I need 100 likes easy. All right? Big salute to the chat, man. Hit the like button.
Why don't you go back? If you love your country, why are you coming over here chasing dollars? Why don't you go back? If you love your country, why are you coming over here chasing dollars?
I go back all the time.
I hear all y'all people say, scream, we do the jobs nobody wants to do. We have nothing here in America. Y'all keep flooding it. But like God said, Yahweh himself says, we will chase you out of here, and it's going to be a thorn.
Are you going to chase me out of here?
No, we're going to burn you out.
Are you going to burn me out? How are you going to do it? How are you going to do with 11 million immigrants?
Don't matter. Hey, we
Why
killed 6 million Jews the last time.
How are you?
11 million
You're
is
telling me
nothing.
that you're going to burn me
Yeah.
as
You're
a
sitting
threat
on my property now.
out of here?
No, we're going to burn you out.
Are you going to burn me out of here?
No, we're going to burn you out.
Are you?
No, we're going to burn you out.
Are you going to burn me out? How are you going to do it? How are you going to do with 11 million immigrants?
Don't matter. Hey, we
Why
killed
are you
6 million Jews the last time.
How are you?
11 million
You're
is
telling me
nothing.
that you're going to burn me
Yeah.
as
You're
a
sitting
threat?
on my property now.
Yes, it is your property.
Yeah.
And I do understand that I'm probably the first black person immigrant here in your property.
Well, first off, you said you keep it. Or whatever. To me, you're a nigger. That's it.
Watch your mouth.
That's it to me.
I find
I ain't watching my mouth.
I find that offensive, and I don't think you
give
need
a
to go
flying
that
fuck. You can call me a
because
cracker.
my skin color doesn't define me.
Now, hold on. Make sure we can hear this. Make sure everything is clear. Now, right there is one receipt. We got a few more to go through. But you heard that white man, that Neanderthal, tell that young lady that we gonna burn you out. We not gonna walk you out. We not gonna pray for you to leave. We gonna burn you. And what I'm here to tell you is that is an actual threat right there. How many times we heard these rappers make threats over the phone, and that's used in a Rico charge, that's used in court. But you got these dudes that can tell you they gonna burn you out. You got these dudes talking about they killed over 6 million Jews and all. I mean, they really talk about murder. And they ain't got no repercussion. Ain't nothing happened to nobody. We ain't seen one Rico charge, one Rico indictment on the Ku Klux Klan and all that. You know, we got a few more receipts, man. We're not even going to stay long with the receipts because you got to understand something. It don't take long to get into this. All right? Let's look at this, man. Big salute to the chat. Run them likes up, man. I need 100 likes in here. Salute.
This KKK member was sentenced to life in prison, but you won't believe why. Welcome back, Charlie here. The Ku Klux Klan, or KKK, was founded as a hate group in the USA. The group was most active in the 1920s, but you may be surprised to learn there are still thousands of members of this evil group. Today we'll look at times KKK members were sentenced to life behind bars, and their wild reactions in the courtroom. First, we have to look. Taylor and Jose were both members of a hate group named Respect the Flag. They were sentenced for an evil attack on an 8-year-old boy's birthday party in Georgia. They said various racial obscenities. They also threatened to use firearms, and also waved Confederate flags, all while drinking heavily. This took place in July 2015. Only 1 month after someone ended 9 lives in a black church. Kayla and Jose also threatened various black drivers. A judge later declared Respect the Flag as a street gang. In the courtroom, Kayla Norton cried and apologized to the victims' families.
Now, I want to stop right there because, again, we're not even going to play with this, right? These white people, this white man and this white woman were a part of a gang called Respect the Flag. You know, Respect the Flag, right? It was a gang, an actual gang that rolled around, threatened people, caused terror and confusion in the community, did bodily harm to people. And I'm sure if you did a federal investigation on Respect the Flag, you would find guns, you would find drugs, you would find unsolved murders. But these people simply get jail time and all that. They don't got to deal with the federales. They ain't got to deal with being put and plastered all over the news and all over CNN and talked about by all content creators. It seemed like nobody even talks about these people. Wow. Wow, ain't that crazy? You heard the man just say they were a part of a gang. So why is it such a big deal when our gangs are getting active? Why is it such a big deal when our culture and our gangs are getting active, but when Respect the Flag is out there terrorizing the people, they get state charges, they get probation, and they get to go home to their families and all that? Now, let's go a little deeper with this. Let's go a little deeper. Murder has no statutory of limitation. Grown man business TV, why you talking like that? Well, the downloads is downloading, and once the downloads download, I ain't got no choice. I don't do this for fun, homie. I don't do this for pay. I do this because the downloads are downloading, and when the downloads download, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. There is no statutory, there's no statutory limitation on murder. So when you talk about these gangs and all that, when you talk about these Neanderthals, these dog fur having people and the crimes they have committed against the community for almost 100 years now, there is no statutory limit on what we can dig up. I mean, if we was to do a federal investigation the same way y'all did a federal investigation on Young Thug and all of that, YSL and all that, Lil Baby and Four Pockets Full, yeah, if y'all did the same federal investigation on these biker gangs and Respect the Flag because that's a gang, if y'all dug into the information, you know how many murders we would find out about? You know how many kilos of meth that they do out there? Yeah, they might not be doing coke. They might not be getting it straight off the brick into the bottles, but they doing a lot of fentanyl and a lot of methamphetamine out there. You know how many bricks and, listen, pull over a biker gang and I bet you find 100 bricks of methamphetamine. Yeah, I'm talking. Fuck it, I'm telling on the people. I told the people. I'm telling on you. The federales is in the chat. The federales is watching my channel. So since y'all are investigating and watching Grown Man Business TV, since y'all are combing through my content, comb through this. Go out there to Texas and pull over the Hells Angels. That's where all the meth is coming in at. Go out there to California. Pull over one of those biker gangs and go through their bikes and do a federal investigation. I told on them people, fuck it. Yeah, I told on them. So if y'all did that, do you know that we would be able to solve 1,000 murders? You know that if we was to give them the same energy that they give us, your ass is going to jail. Your grandfather be going to jail. Your great-grandfather ass will be in jail. Your nieces and your nephews will be in jail. Your uncle will be in jail. I mean, I can't make this up. I can't make it up, homie. Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys. I bet you if you done an investigation, since we saw him in them pictures, when they was doing all that racist shit back in the day, I bet you pulled something up. Hey, listen, man. No longer are we going to sit back and let you investigate rappers when you got the whole Ku Klux Klan y'all could be investigating. We are no longer going to sit here and do content with y'all investigating these rappers where y'all could go ahead and get these biker gangs off the street. Yeah, why y'all ain't go and get the whole Respect the Flag? Listen, I can't make this shit up, bro. I can't make it up. Look.
For an evil attack on an 8-year-old boy's birthday party in Georgia. They said various racial obscenities. They also threatened to use firearms, and also waved Confederate flags, all while drinking heavily. This took place in July 2015, only 1 month after someone ended night.
This young man right here, this Neanderthal right here walked into a church and he unalived about 9 to 10 elderly black women, elderly black people, men and women out there in South Carolina. And guess what? He was a part of Respect the Flag. He was a part of a gang. Look. That's why he's holding up the Confederate flag right there. Look. Y'all don't think that that was enough? That was a big enough crime to do an investigation? Not just lock him up, but do a federal investigation on who he hangs with, who is his gang members. You know, respect the flag. So, you know, these dudes, man, you got to understand something, man. You know, it's a mind game that's being played on us right now. This is a real mind game that's being played on us. Where they got y'all looking at these rappers and they got y'all looking, and I'm going to talk about something, but let me stay right here. But they got y'all looking at our culture like we just doing the most. And you got dudes like this right here, Dylan Roof, Dalen, whatever your name is, Dylon. Yeah, who's your top 5 rap? Dylon, and Dylon. Out here committing murder, selling meth all over the United States of America, and we ain't seen one federal investigation. They don't care about our community. They trying to wipe out the men that they think are threats to the establishment. They think that Young Thug is a threat to the establishment. They think that Lil Baby is a threat to the establishment. They understand that Big U in due time might become a threat to the establishment. Or we gonna talk. We gonna talk about this. Yeah, I said his name, Big U. Eugene Henley. Rolling 60 Crip. Yeah, he belongs in jail, if you ask me, only for what he did to Nipsey Hussle. But extorting you celebrities, extorting you higher-ups and elites, I ain't got no problem with that. Robbing the government, robbing the establishment, I ain't got no problem with that. They didn't lock him up for murder. They didn't lock him up because he was a threat. They locked him up because he could quite possibly turn and become a real threat to the establishment. The job is done. So before you turn on us, before you get all them soldiers and you aim them at the establishment, we gonna lock all y'all asses up. In the between time, we gonna let these people ride.
9 lives in a black church. Kayla and Jose also threatened various black drivers. A judge later declared Respect the Flag as a street gang. In the courtroom, Kayla Norton cried and apologized to the victims' families. Kayla Norton cried and apologized. Respect the flag as a street gang. Respect the flag as a street gang. In the black drivers, a judge later declared Respect the Flag as a street gang. In the black drivers, a judge later declared Respect the Flag as a street gang. In the court, black drivers, a judge later declared Respect the Flag as a street gang.
So we already know the judge has made it known that Respect the Flag is a street gang. So before we move forward with this, I just want to let you know something. All the methamphetamine is with the dog fur having people. You want to stop meth federales? You want to do a federal investigation? Well, go where the dog fur people is living at. Go with the biker gangs and all that. But guess what? And I want to send this, and this is to the homie Trigger Man. Tell him, when they start arresting these biker gangs, Trigger, they're going to start running up on y'all. When they start really making and putting an eye, and they done wiped out all of these gang members, and they done wiped out all of these rappers, and they ain't got nobody else to look at, they gonna start looking at you black bikers. They not gonna mess with the Hells Angels. They not gonna mess with the Ku Klux Klan, Trigger Man, tell them. And when they ride on y'all, I want to see y'all go to war. I don't want to see you black bikers laying it down, putting handcuffs on, saying yes, sir, and no, sir. I want y'all to turn that energy up. Big salute to the chat, man. You know, you got to understand something, right? Content, YouTube is a portal. It's all a method to the madness. It's all a part of highly weird. It's all a part of the industry. And even on YouTube, if you can see through the smoke and mirrors, if you paying attention, you will notice that our algorithm is being flooded with Yellow Beezy. It's being flooded with Young Thug. It's being flooded with Lil Baby. It's being flooded with all these different Rico and murder and all this destruction to keep us from looking at the real agenda. Why ain't more podcasters, more content creators talking about the Ku Klux Klan in America? Look.
In South. To that end, they decided to dress up. Their goal was to sow terror in the heart of the black community in the American South. To that end, they decided to dress up to make themselves look scarier.
They believed that the black population of the South were ignorant and superstitious, and as such, they would truly believe that when the Klan rode in on their horses in these costumes, the local black community would truly believe that ghosts or demons had appeared among them.
But at the time, more than anything else, it was the extreme brutality of the crimes committed by the Ku Klux Klan that caused panic among the African American community. Their goal was to sow terror.
The crimes committed, the egregious crimes that have been committed by the Ku Klux Klan has never been investigated. The murder, the extortion. What you think them Ku Klux Klan members was doing? They was doing the same thing Big U was doing. They was extorting black people. They was robbing black people of land and money, resources. They was hanging black people. And you mean to tell me we ain't never seen a OJ trial with the Ku Klux Klan? We ain't never seen a OJ trial with the biker gangs in America, the Hells Angels and all that? The problem is we ain't talking about it. We don't want to address it. Think about this, right? They put Bill Cosby in jail at 80 years old. 80 years old. They put Bill Cosby in jail. He did 3 years and he got out. Imagine if an investigation on the Ku Klux Klan took place, how many 80, 75-year-old white men asses would be in jail for murder. How many 80-year-old white men would end up in jail because the investigation has shown they have committed multiple murders. How many people are still alive that were in those pictures of black men and black women and black families being hung from trees? How many white people are still alive, living to this day, that were in those? Yo, hey, you already know how I give it up, homie. You already know I keep the receipts. You know I keep the receipts. Hold on, my people. Hit the like button while I'm doing this. Hit the like button, man. Run them like I need over 100 likes in here, and I ain't taking nothing less. Oh yeah, it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. Look at this. Where is these guys at right here? Look. Where is these guys at? Bet money 2 or 3 of them are still alive right now. Somewhere in America, living their life, telling and preaching hate to their grandkids, teaching their grandkids and their great-grandkids how to be racist, how to hate black, telling stories on how they used to hang black men. There is no statutory limit on murder. You don't have no limit, homie. Your ass could be 80 years old and go to jail for the rest of your life for murder. Look. Look. That's a black man right there. Look. Where is this motherfucking little kid at? Where's these babies at? Look. That don't look like a gang to you? That don't look like a gang that need to be interrogated? That don't look like a gang of Caucasian white men that need to be federally interrogated, investigated. You don't think come on, son, I'm not going to fall for it, and I'm not going to use my platform to keep pushing that bullshit on YouTube. Not going to happen. Little baby is under investigation for a shooting. I wouldn't give a goddamn about none of that. Salute to that, man. Appreciate that. Say so. Appreciate that. Say so. 444. Yeah. Shout out to you, GMB TV. Keep cooking. Salute. Appreciate that, man. All love. Appreciate. You know that 10-piece nugget will be dipped in barbecue sauce and all of that. You know, Chick-fil-A sauce and all of that. But yeah, I'm just saying. Because not only am I cooking, hey, say so. Not only am I cooking, these white men was cooking the body. They was cannibalism. They was producing and doing cannibalism. They would hang you from a tree. They would burn your ass at the stake and literally eat you. These white. So you mean to tell me they ain't worthy of investigation? When they was hanging black men, they was burning black men, and they was eating cannibalism. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to act like Lil Baby is a threat to the community. We're going to act like Young Thug is a threat to society, a menace. We're going to act like Little Baby. We need to focus all our attention on Little Baby and 4PF, even though Little Baby don't even rep 4PF. He done changed his whole life. He's scared to death of the feds. Yeah, these niggas is spooked. The feds say they coming and these niggas get scared to death. We gonna act like Little Baby is a menace to Atlanta. And you got these people still alive. These niggas is still alive as we speak. These men right here, all this dog fur. Look at them laughing in the back. Look. A lot of those children in this picture are your lawyers, are your judges, are your doctors. A lot of these children and men in these pictures are white men that you see at your bank, you see in the judge, you see in the courthouse. You see in Congress, you see in the government, those old white men with all that white hair that's all in the government and all that, you looking at them. So miss me with that Little Baby shit. Miss me with YSL, Young Thug, about to go back to, miss me with all that. And let's look at a couple more before we go any further. You know, we're gonna go deeper with this because I feel like I've gotten my point. Look at this shit right here. Look. It's about 2,000 goddamn people out there. 2,000 men, women, and children. And it's a dead body in that goddamn tree right there. So you mean to tell me we don't need to investigate that? Feds, federales? You mean to tell me out of 2,000 people out there, you ain't gonna, you know, it ain't 1,000 of them still alive? 80 years old, 75 years old. This wasn't that long ago. This right here wasn't that long ago right there. Now, we could put their asses in jail. Yeah, we can put their asses in jail. What you talking about, man? You telling me these white men don't need to be investigated? Now, we gonna go all the way left. As I said, we not talking about Lil Baby. I'm not about to use my platform to help the federales. Fuck all that. I wouldn't care what he did in Atlanta. I don't care what they doing in Atlanta. Let them do, mind your business. Yeah, all you all Caucasian people that listen, mind your goddamn business. Stay out our business, man. I don't care what's going on. You ever notice all the people on the news? White people. It was a shooting out there in East Atlanta, and we are so concerned because 2 children were shot down in East Atlanta, and we have to get little. Hey, mind your goddamn business. Yeah, I said it. Mind your business. Stay out our business, man. We tired of y'all in our goddamn business, man. This the bit. Look. This the business y'all need to mind right here. Who is these people right here? Look. Who is this? Who is these people right here? Get your goddamn cameras. Get your investigation equipment right here. Pull up the picture. Do a zoom in to the picture, and tell us who these people is, and start making some arrests about it. God damn it, we don't want to talk about Lil Baby. Mind your business and figure out who these people is. So I'm gonna go left, but I just needed to say that. The downloads is downloading, and we tired of that shit. And I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Oh, another Rico charge. So y'all gonna keep sensationalizing these Rico charges. Y'all gonna keep monetizing these Rico. Oh, another Rico charge is being taken place. K-Flock has beaten the murder charge, but he might not be. Y'all gonna monetize and make money off these Ricos over and over again. Y'all don't see it coming? After Young Thug made all that money for the state, for the industry. Oh, we got to get another one. Hey, 4PF. Let's look at Little Baby. Let's see if we can get Little Baby. Let's get a Rico charge going. Hurry up. And y'all just going to keep letting them do it. I'm not going to stay long. I got some business to handle. I want to say this. With that being said, right, with that being exposed, we have now exposed that these Rico charges have been weaponized. These Rico charges are being monetized. They are not doing these Rico charges to benefit black people and to benefit our community. They are literally wiping out our soldiers. They are literally wiping out potential threats to the establishment. Thank you. Oh, I got to tell you something. When I deliver these downloads, I just feel relieved, liberated. I'm liberating myself when I give you this truth, right? Now that we know that, now that we know y'all been playing in our face with these Rico charges and all that, now that we know y'all ain't gonna go arrest none of these white people that's still alive, even though it's no limit on murder, right? Now that we know y'all gonna let the biker gangs move all the methamphetamine that they want to move, but y'all want to act like when we touch a bird or two, it's a problem. Y'all want to act like when I give it to you straight off the brick into the bottles, I'm a menace to society. Now that we know all these things, I want y'all to understand this. Don't talk no gangster shit to me. If it's yes, sir, and no, sir, when white men, these same white men, look. If these same white men walk into the room and it's yes, sir, no, sir, I don't respect that shit. Don't talk no gangster talk to me. Don't talk no shooter, bang, bang shit to me. But when a police officer come around, you got your hands out and you willingly let the police officer take you to jail. Don't talk that gangster shit to me. All right? Stay humble, homie. When you see me, keep the same energy. Yes, sir. No, sir. Listen. When you see Grown Man Business TV, I want you to talk to me the same way you talking to them white people. The same way you talk to a white man, I want you, yes, sir. No, sir. I don't want that shoot 'em up, bang, bang shit when you're talking to me. Yeah, the same, look. The same dudes out there that get to talking that gangster shit, all of them, Mo 3, all your King Von, all them niggas. When the white man, yes, sir. No, sir. And these the same ancestors that was killing and hanging your people. The same one. Look, man, I can't make this shit up, man. And I'm not going to keep playing with you. I'm not going to keep playing with this, man. I'm not going to keep letting y'all slide, man. No, I'm not going to keep letting y'all ride with this, man. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Look. They was hanging women. Look. That's what make it different. That's why I'm separated from y'all. Y'all get up on this platform, oh, yo, son, anybody play with me, I'ma shoot them down. Anybody play with me, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Then when the white man come, yes, sir. Yes, sir, would you like me to hold the door for you? Yes, sir, no, sir. Yeah, yes, sir, no, sir. They got y'all out of pocket. See, you need to know this. You done got up on this platform. You done started creating content. You feeling good about it. And you don't understand that you've been walked through the door already. Me and you not the same, homie. We both content creators, but we are not the same. You done walked through the door already. They know whatever they put into the Notice. These dudes talk about whatever is put into the algorithm. Oh, Say So P was shot down today, and you know we're gonna do a pre-recording about Say So P. Sauce Walker was out there today. We're gonna do a still recording and a pre-recording about Sauce Walker. Hey, Young Thug almost went to jail. We're gonna do a pre-recording about these dudes is doing it for the money. They doing it for the likes. They doing it for the recognition. They are nothing but mere puppets, just like a rapper, just like a singer, any celebrity. You have become just like your celebrity. Yeah, that's what you dudes is. We are not the same, homie. I looked at that Young Thug situation and said, I ain't talking about that. I looked at the Lil Baby situation for the last 2 weeks and I said, I ain't talking about that. Ain't nothing to talk about. Little Baby might be facing a Rico charge. All these niggas is talking about Seti Nash, Zip with the drip. All these niggas is talking about the same exact thing. We are not the same, homie. The game just ain't the same for gangsters, but I'm a little too famous to shoot these wanksters. Yeah, we not the same, homie. You a goon and all that till the police come around. You a shooter and all that, but then when the police come around, you get on your knees and you put your hands behind your back and you take your silly ass to the prison, to the prison system and all that. Don't talk that hooligan shit to me. Keep it, I'm a grown-ass man. Yes, sir. No, sir. We not talking about if Lil Baby got a... Man, fuck all that. Mind your business. How about you go figure out where these KKK members is at? How about you go figure out how all the fentanyl is getting into America? Y'all thought... Listen, I know y'all watching. The fentanyl is coming through the biker gangs in America. Oh, I know they told y'all it was the Chinese people. I know the fentanyl is coming across the border through the white biker gangs. There it is. I told you. There it is. Are you going to go investigate the biker gangs now? I told you what it is. The fentanyl, all the drugs are being ran through America by the Hells Angels. Fuck it, I told you where it's at. Stop acting like the rappers is doing it. Stop acting like the trap house got it. Stop acting like it's our community. It's the Hells Angels running from Mexico to Canada, moving all of the dope through America. I told you, there it is. White boys, Caucasian men on motorcycles, Texas to Canada, Mexico to Canada. Now, is you going to go do a federal investigation or not? Yo, GMB, you done told her. I don't give a goddamn how you feel about it. I told people what it is. I told the goddamn people what's going on. Fuck it. You like it or you don't. I told the feds where the dope is at. It ain't in the hood with us. It's with the Hells Angels. Now, guess what? I bet we don't see no federal investigation. I bet we don't see that. I bet them white boys get to running and whipping and rapping all over America, and we don't see that one time. So I want y'all to chill with, slow down with the little baby nonsense. Oh, little baby is a menace to society. We need to stop little baby. We need to make sure little baby is in jail. And then after they put little baby in jail, they're going to be looking for another rapper. They're going to be saying, yo, we need to put in, where's the next, Sauce Walker. We're going to indict Sauce Walker and the Sauce Walker gang. Sauce Walker and the Saucy gang out there in Texas is a menace to society. They're running drugs, prostitution. Hey man, mind your goddamn business. Get out of our business. We don't mind strippers getting money. We don't mind a little bit of prostitution over here. Get the hell out of our business. Go over there and pull over those 18-wheelers with those white boys driving all those children around and all that. R. Kelly was sex trafficking. Let me tell you something, man. I'm going to end with this. Big salute to the chat. Not only is it the Ku Klux Klan, right? Not only is it the Ku Klux Klan with these murders, these unsolved murders that can be investigated today because there is no statutory limitation on unsolved murders. You can lock their asses up today. You can investigate the Ku Klux Klan today and get thousands of murders. Not only is it that, not only is it the Hells Angels that are literally running drugs all over America. Fuck it, I told the people on you. I read it. I told the people that the Hells Angels are running drugs, dope, coke, meth, all of that, all over America. Not only is that something that can be investigated, but I'm going to end with this. Sex trafficking. You know, we have been hearing a lot about sex trafficking in the black culture. Oh, Bill Cosby was sex trafficking. Oh, R. Kelly was sex trafficking. We are now being brainwashed and misled to believe that what these rappers are doing is sex trafficking. The narrative, we are now pushing a narrative that if you fly out a female, y'all end up having sex. You give her a couple of dollars to fly back home and pay a couple of bills, that is sex trafficking, when the whole time these white people are filling up 18-wheelers with immigrants and kidnapped kids and kidnapped women. And that is what sex trafficking truly is. They got us looking at these rappers. They got us looking at everybody else. And then we ain't paying attention to these 18-wheelers that's being pulled over with sex trafficking going on. Human trafficking going on. Human trafficking is taking place. Sex trafficking. And let me tell you something. I want to keep it 100 with you. The same man The same judge that is locking you up for sex trafficking. These same judges take flights out to Thailand and they have sexual encounters with minors. Oh, the downloads are downloading. I told on your ass. I'm telling on your ass today. We're not going to talk about Lil Baby. We're going to talk about your judges, your doctors, your lawyers that are making flights to the Philippines, taking flights to Thailand, taking flights to China, and participating. Let me tell y'all a quick story. I'm not going to stay long with this. Yeah, Miss Lovelace, exactly. Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner was doing everything that these dudes are doing right now, and he didn't do any time. Hugh Hefner had a whole house full of Playboy bunnies, and these people was coming through, paying money, having sex. He had 16, 15, 18, and 17-year-old girls at that Playboy bunny house. And yeah, they was minors. And guess what they did? They had a huge celebration for Hugh Hefner when he died. They should be repossessing all of his assets, all of his finances, anything that was gained from the Playboy bunny house. They should be turning around and taking away from his family because it was made of sex trafficking. Let me give y'all a story. Quick story, not too long. We're not going to stay long. Oh, yeah. You hear the bells ringing when the bells get to ringing. In 2019, grown man business TV, me and my old lady, we made a flight and we made a spontaneous decision to go out to Thailand. Oh, my wife, she likes to travel. I like to travel. We got the money to travel. And we decided out of nowhere, let's go to Thailand. Right? Now, it was an amazing trip. It was right before COVID happened. We got back a few months before COVID happened. But let me give you some game on what I saw out there. In Thailand, we went to Bangkok first for a week, and then we went to Phi Phi Island, the same place that they shot and they shoot the Pirate of the Caribbeans. That's where me and my wife went, right? In Bangkok, it's like the New York City of Thailand. It's big buildings. It's a lot of city action. Me and my wife said we wanted to go to a strip club. Now, I was excited. We got in one of these little rides. It's not a taxi, but it's like a Thailand taxi cab. I forgot what it's like, called Juju or Fifi or something like that. We go to a strip club. Now, this strip club wasn't like the strip clubs in Atlanta. You know, I instantly felt like it was something weird going on. It was dirty. It was weird. It was nothing like what we experience over here in America. And I instantly noticed that all the women were built like, they were built like teenagers. Man, I'm looking around. I don't see any women that look like they are fully grown women. They all look too young. Red flag. I'm looking around more and I'm saying to myself, something ain't right. I look off to the corner and it's a table with about 10 white people. Men, women, heavy set, chubby white people. You know what I'm saying? They look like lawyers, they look like judges, they look like doctors. And they was partying. Woo! Woo! And as soon as I made eye contact with one of those white men, I instantly understood that we were in the wrong place. They were here in Thailand to indulge with minors. And me and my old lady got up out of there. Now, out of the whole trip, that was the only part that I felt like I didn't like that part. I instantly understood what they were doing here. Oh, I'm looking around. My wife is kind of just oblivious. She's just kind of like, looking around. She said, baby, you want to order a drink? I'm like, sure, let's order a drink. I'm waiting on the drink. I'm looking at the stripper that's on the stage, and I'm looking at the servers, and they all look like teenagers. So I'm saying, well, what the fuck is going on? Where's the women at? And then I look around for something that is familiar to me, and I see a table of Americans. They were white people. And I look over there, and I make eye contact with one of the guys, and he's pumping up. He's having a good time, chubby white man. And we make eye contact. And as soon as we lock eyes, boom, the download, get out of there. Hold on, baby. My wife said, we not going to finish the drinks. No, we not going to finish no drinks. Check, please. We out of here. I say all that to say this. What they consider sex trafficking is not sex trafficking. And them people, are indulging in the real sex trafficking. What the rappers are doing is not sex trafficking. What Bill Cosby did with having prostitute, what Puff Daddy did is not sex trafficking. Those trucks that are being pulled over, those 18-wheelers, that ain't got nothing to do with us. 30, 40, 50 children in the back. That's sex trafficking. So I'm going to leave y'all with this. We are not talking about little baby. Let's not feed into the narrative. Let's not feed into the algorithm. We are not going to talk about Young Thug. We're going to talk about you white boys that's flying over to Thailand to have sex with 14 and 15-year-old little girls legally. We're going to talk about the Hells Angels moving all that dope from Mexico to Canada, from Cali to Atlanta. We're going to talk about you white biker gangs moving all that dope in America, fentanyl and meth and all of that. And we're going to talk about the Ku Klux Klan that to this day have never received a federal Rico charge, have never received even an investigation. We're going to talk about that from here on out. That was the only part of the trip that, and you got to know something, right? Just even speaking on that trip, while we were in the club, I noticed that the females in the club were not approaching me. Like, when you go to a strip club, you instantly get a server that walks up and, she's shaking ass and she popping pussy and she trying to get, they come towards you. These women knew, well, let me not say women. These children could look at me as a grown man and understand that I didn't know where I was at. So, like, the eye contact when, I'm looking around at the servers and the strippers, and they're not looking at me in a seductive manner. They're looking at me like, that's how they were looking at me. Because I'm looking at them and I'm not being seductive. I'm not looking at them in a sexual manner. I'm actually saying to myself, well, goddamn, shorty, you're built like you're 13 years old over here. What the fuck you doing in here? Right? I'm looking like that. Like, yo, what the fuck is going on there? You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, can I get a drink? Yeah, let me get, what you bet? Okay, yeah, let's get 2 drinks. Thank you so much. I'm looking at I'm like, this shit is filthy. I'm talking the floor was dirty. The tables was dirty. I'm sitting down like, yo, this shit is, I don't want to touch nothing, let alone, no, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking around and they all looking at me like this. And over there at that table where the judges and the lawyers and the doctors and your DAs and your congressmen are sitting at, they popping pussy. And the eye contact instantly told me we in the wrong place. Let's not continue to allow the establishment to paint out our culture as the menace to society when we got nothing to do with those 18-wheelers with all those children in it. We got nothing to do with all the dope and the coke that's being ran all over America. And we got nothing to do with the real menace to society, which is the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan. Let's no longer allow them to throw Rico charges on us. Let's no longer push the narrative. Let's stand on some goddamn business. Listen, man, to all let's stand on some business from here on out. We are Lil Baby ain't had no charges dropped. Fuck all that. Mind your business. We ain't letting y'all put Lil Baby in jail. Lil Baby, lawyer up, homie. And if they try to put handcuffs, we gonna rally behind that. Even though we saw you at that party and all that. We saw you getting 4 pockets full. That's your prerogative. You like to get behind closed doors and get your pockets stuffed and all that. That's your prerogative. Yeah, we saw you get your pockets stuffed and all of that. We did. We saw you get your pockets full up. But that ain't illegal. That ain't a crime. For you to go out there and let that white man stuff your pockets full of cock like that, they can't throw you in jail. We ain't gonna let them lock Lil Baby up for no goddamn Rico charge. Atlanta. Yeah. Hey, listen to me, Atlanta. Y'all better start standing on some fucking business out there. Y'all better start standing for something out there in Atlanta. I said what I said, man. The Ku Klux Klan better be the next Rico indictment. Until then, mind your goddamn business. Big salute to the chat. You already know how we giving it up, man. It's your boy, man. It's Grown Man Business TV. You know what I mean? Straight off the brick into the bottles. That's really the only way I can give it to you. Until we see the Hell's Angels get taken down, 400 or 500 members all at once. Until we see the Ku Klux Klan members getting laid down, 2,000 members at once, we don't want to hear nothing else. Now listen to me, man. I got some grown man business to handle. I done flew the old lady out tonight. The old lady's flying in. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not sex trafficking when I do it, because I'm married. I got an old lady and all that. So when I get to flying shit around, it's all good. But they're going to lock a lot of you rappers. They're going to lock a lot of you black men up for sex trafficking. They're going to say, oh, you flew the stripper out. That's sex trafficking. Yo, bro, don't let them do it. I got some business to handle. I got some shit to do tonight. Big salute to the chat, man. Yeah, big salute to the chat. And I want to say this, man. I want to say this. We are officially at 40K. So the next live stream, that's what we're going to do. We're going to celebrate 40,000 subscribers, 40,000 investors, 40,000 soldiers, homie. Organically. We built this shit from the ground up. From the ground up. Brick by brick. Brick by fucking brick. No compromising. No selling out. No bin breaking and folding. On our way to 100K. Big salute to the chat, man. You see that? You see that right there. You see that right there. You see what we doing right there. I want to give a big shout out and a big, thank you to everybody that's in tune with the channel, to everybody that's subscribed to the channel. You understand? Everybody in the DMs, man. Everybody that locks in with me on a daily basis, just letting me know things, tapping in with the information, telling me to keep doing it, keep going, don't stop, stay consistent, stay organic. You understand? I really appreciate the love, man. 40,000 subscribers is a milestone. That's something I was looking forward to. 40,000, 50,000. After 50,000, it's gonna be 100. It's not gonna be a milestone till we touch 100. But 40,000, you know, subscribers before the summertime hits. I feel a way about that. I feel, I'm excited about that. You understand what I'm saying? All I've been doing is turning on my phone, looking directly into the phone, direct to consumer, and taking pure dope straight off the brick and putting it right in the bottles. Right in the bottles. And anybody that been rocking with Grown Man Business TV since day one, or even just becoming a new investor, a new subscriber, what you have understood and what you have gathered from what I'm doing is different from what a lot of these other dudes is doing. The lane, man, I carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in it, and I truly believe that. We didn't do this for the numbers. We didn't do this for the YouTube check. We stayed far away from that so that the messages can be pure, the downloads can stay pure. And you got to know, even with this download, you should be able to really understand how pure the message is. When you see the thumbnail and you see Lil Baby in there and you automatically believe and think, or, it just looks like we about to talk about Lil Baby. And we not talking about Lil Baby, not in that manner. Should let you know and make you understand that this is a pure download. We are not going to sugarcoat this. And I'm proud of the platform. I'm proud of this channel. So again, big salute, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate all the love in the chat. Really appreciate that. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing. And again, we're not doing it for the numbers. We're not doing it for the YouTube check. We doing this for the purity of it. Pure intentions. Pure intentions, homie. Smoke and mirrors. The higher ups in the elites. The insurance policies. All of these different things that we talk about, it's a reason for that. Let me say this, right? When Young Dolph died, I went crazy, went viral, talking about the insurance policies that Ghazi and Empire Distribution take out on these artists. How many different artists have lost their life doing business with Ghazi? I mean, it's a long list all the way down to Aaliyah, right? And I'm just giving you an example on the downloads being pure downloads. When I did that, I got no pushback. I actually went viral because most people didn't understand that. And then when they looked at that angle, they understood, like, damn, homie really saying something. He really saying something, right? Fast forward to present day, right now, the situation with Sauce Walker and Say So P. And notice how I didn't talk about anything with insurance policies. Notice how other content creators, like Seti Nash and a few other people, went with that angle. They didn't go with that angle because it was organic. They didn't go with that angle because the downloads was downloaded. They went with that angle because it's a narrative being pushed and it's money to be made. And because they did that, they received a lot of backlash. You got Sauce Walker going at Seti Nash. You got a lot of people saying, yo, you reaching, because that wasn't what that was. Had nothing to do with that. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing to do with that. Ain't no scripting a shot to the thigh with a fucking semi-automatic weapon. You can't script that. You can't tell somebody, yo, shoot me in the thigh with that AR-15 or that AR pistol and don't kill me. Shoot me in my leg, shoot me in my thigh where there's major arteries at, but don't kill me. You can't do that. So I'm just giving you an example on how you got these content creators creating and pushing a narrative for the higher ups and the elites, and then you got real independent content creators that's giving pure dope. It's a difference. It's a line drawn in the sand. You either gonna be over there or you gonna be over here. And over here, organically, we have hit 40,000 subscribers. Organically. That's a hell of a feat. It's a beautiful thing. So yeah, man, big salute to the chat. I can't say no more. We are no longer going to allow the FBI, the federales, the government, the higher ups and the elites to create a narrative about a rapper or, you know, an artist or somebody within our culture, puppet or not, that they are a menace to society and they deserve to have Rico charges put on them. And then we watch all of the court hearings and we watch all of the videos and we fund and we monetize and we create a shitload of money off of these situations. They have, once they figure out how to monetize off our pain, they keep doing it. They keep doing it. So they're going to keep indicting these rappers. They're going to keep creating false narratives. They're going to keep creating all these bullshit charges on these rappers so that we fund and we monetize and we capitalize. Because everybody's going to watch Little Baby go to court. Everybody's going to watch Yellow Beezy go to court. We're going to be able to make millions of dollars. Fuck that. We need to see the Ku Klux Klan going through the same situation. We need to see the Hells Angels. We need to see anybody pulled over in those 18-wheelers with 40 to 50 children in the back. We need to see them plastered all over the media. The same way you got Yellow Beezy and Mo 3 and goddamn Lil Baby and YSL all over. We need that same energy. And until then, I'm speaking against that. And last but not least, this is a direct shot and a direct, this is a direct, I ain't even gonna say order, but this is a direct shot at all you gangsters and tough guys out there. Put that tough shit in your pocket when you get around Grown Man Business TV. Put that tough shit in your pocket. I want the same energy you got for that white man when he walk in the room. And I want the same energy you got for the federales and the police when they come around. I want yes, sir, and no, sir. I don't want no other yes, sir, and no, sir. You dudes is suckers. Y'all hoes out here. And it's about time we really talk about that. And I believe that I'm going to end up doubling back because the downloads are downloading. And the downloads are telling me Grown Man Business TV, that's a fire. That's a fire one right there. Those are bars right there. So you're going to have to double back and give these thugs and these tough guys and these shooters and these sliders and these gang members a whole live stream, letting them know how pussy they are. If you're going to shoot that man at the store, you need to shoot at the police when they come to give you those cuffs. You killed Nipsey Hussle, and then when the police came, you put your hands and you went and did 60 years. You a whole pussy. You a hoe. You extorted all these rappers. You was out there doing all this gangster rolling 60 Crip shit. And then when the police came, you went and got your ass and went and sat down in that cell and you eating Jack Mac and all that. You know, Debo, you know, Eugene, Big U, why you ain't knocked the police out like you did Red and Friday? You know what I mean? Why when the police come, you ain't give them an uppercut to the chin and all that? Why you ain't knocked 2, 3, 4 police officers out before you went to jail? Why when the police came or the feds made that phone call, you got your, hold up, I can't make this shit up, man. Why, look.
I just want y'all to know, all this stuff is quagmire. Shit is all bull crap. I just need y'all prayers. I need y'all to... I don't even know what to say.
See? You don't know what to say when the federales get on your ass. Listen to me. This is Debo. This is Big U. You know what I'm saying. This is Big Draws. He got the biggest draws in the neighborhood. Yeah, Big Draws. He got the biggest draws in the neighborhood. But when the feds come, them draws turn to a thong, homie. Ooh-wee. Ooh. Hey, Big Draws. Hey, big draws, man. I was on the YouTube, man. Look like the feds want you. Look like the goddamn feds said you are a fugitive of the law. The feds. Oh, big draws turned to big thong. You got a fashion over. Look, he got a thong up. That thong got so tight like a wedgie. When he got the news that the feds was looking for him, that thong got a wedgie right up the, yeah, right up, yeah, it did. Yeah, you went from big draws to big thongs and all that. And I don't respect you gang members. I don't respect you shooters. And I don't respect you niggas out there with all that tough talk. Hey, look, the feds about to give your ass 100 years. Why not knock out 2, 3, or 4 of them when they come to get you? Why turn yourself in? Fuck it. You're going to jail. Go on a run. Go on a run. Fuck it. I'm in Maine somewhere, God. I'm smoking dope and getting high, smoking weed and all that. I'm off up in Vegas, man. I'm tricking off with the prostitutes until the feds come. Fuck it. Nobody told you to look.
In 21 years, I elevated my family, come back, sit in here and write and do what I need to do until I can come back home. People are supposed to help me. I hope you help me. If you can't, you don't worry about it. A lot of stuff y'all hearing is straight trash. And I appreciate the love and I appreciate people who've been helping me.
That thong, that motherfucking thong all the way up his ass. He can't even breathe. Oh, I don't know who can help me. I appreciate you. Oh, I can't tell you to pray for me. Oh, goddamn, please don't tell it. Yeah. That's what I'm going to end on. You dudes is pussy. So don't talk gangster to me. Guess what? When Big Draws walked up, I'm sorry, when Big Thong walked up in that precinct, guess what he said? Yes, sir. No, sir. And I'm going to leave you with that. Salute to the chat. Yeah. When Big Draws, a.k.a. Big Thong, when Big U walked up in that federale building, guess what Big U said to the people? Are you Eugene Henley? Yes, sir. No, sir. Are you Eugene Henley? Yes, sir. Put your hands behind your back. Yes, sir. You got the right to remain silent. Anything you say and do can and will be used against you in the court of law. If you don't have a lawyer, we will appoint one to you. Do you understand what I just said to you, Mr. Eugene Henley? Yes, sir. All you gang members out there on the West Coast talk all that gangster shit until it's time to put your hands behind your back and all of that. And then it is yes, sir, no, sir. So I don't want to talk no gangster shit with you dudes no more. The same gun that you get caught with, you should have blew it at the police. You should have went to war. Yeah, fuck it. Are you Eugene Henley? No, I'm Big Draws. Oh, okay, big draws. Yeah, I'm Big Draws. Ain't y'all got a Rico charge talking about take down Big Draws and Big Draw take down? I'm Big Draws. Oh, back up, please. Can we get back up? Yeah, get back up. Hey, what you want to do, Big Draw? Big you. What you want to do? Come on out here. Bring the handcuffs. I'm gonna show you what I want to do. 2, 3 cops go out. Yeah. Go. That's what you should have did, Big Draws. Fuck it. Hey, come on. Get more out here. It's Big Draw. I'm in here. Y'all were looking for me, right? I'm here now. What's up? Instead, are you Eugene Henley? Yes, sir. Oh, great. You didn't even put up a fight, Eugene. Look at that. Look at Big Draws. Look at Debo. You didn't even put on. Okay, hold on. Let's see if we can get some more out, yo. Turn around and put Miss Lovelace. I appreciate that 10-piece nugget. I can only just give it to him real. Exactly. Big Draws turned into Big Thong. Yeah, appreciate that 10-piece nugget. You know what I mean? Hold on, Mr. Big Draws. Since you didn't put up a fight, let's see if we can do a little more. Hold on. Turn around, put your hands behind your back, Big Draws. Yes, sir. Oh shit. Put the cuffs on him. Put the handcuffs on him. Yeah. Hey, listen, we got you now. You didn't even put up a fight. Listen to me. Listen to me, man. You got the right to remain silent, Mr. Eugene Henley. Anything you say and do can and will be used against you in the court of law. If you don't have a lawyer, we will appoint you with one. You understand me, Mr. Eugene Big Draws Henley? Guess what he said? Put it in the chat what he said when they asked him what he's here with. Put it in the chat what he said. Do you understand what we just said to you? Do you understand your rights, Mr. Eugene Henley? What he say in the chat? What did he say? What did he say? Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. All that gangster shit go out the window when the boys in blue come around. So I'm going to end with that. All you gang members better watch your goddamn mouth when grown man business is in the building. Watch your goddamn mouth. Don't call me Grown Man Business TV. Don't call me GMB TV. Don't call me none of that. Yes, sir. And no, sir. That is my name for you gangster tough guys from here on out. All I want to hear is yes, sir. And no, sir. With that being said, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now, listen, man. You can tap in and you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest that you tap in. Listen. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man Business. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing. We not dressing nothing up. I'ma give it to you straight raw. Straight raw. You understand me? Listen, man, no baking soda, no quinine, no fentanyl. We don't even put it in the pot. I don't put it on the stove. We ain't water whipping it. It ain't no water. It ain't no counter whipping it. We ain't doing none of that. You ain't got to worry about that. I'm going to give it to you straight off the brick into the bottles. All right? With all that being said, we not going to let y'all keep indicting and Rico charging these rappers. We not about to keep watching this shit over and over. Y'all did what y'all did with Young Thug. Y'all drawed that out for over 2 years. We was watching and we was content creating and we was funding a war against Young Thug. And we went through with that, but we not about to do it again. We not doing it again. Get this shit over with. All right? At this point, we don't even care with Lil Baby. We don't care with Yellow Beezy. We don't give a fuck. Mind your goddamn business. Go get the Ku Klux Klan and give them a RICO indictment. Go get the Hells Angels, give them a RICO indictment, and all those tractor trailers owned by them white people and all that getting pulled over on them interstates with all that sex trafficking. We need to make sure they get indicted. We don't care about Lil Baby, all right? So miss us with that. Please understand. I'm on to you. I know what you're doing. I can see through the smoking mirror. And guess what? I done already told the people. I done already told y'all. The federales, the cops, the government, everybody listen to me. All the drugs is being ran by the Hells Angels. Go lock their ass up. The Hells Angels is running fentanyl from Mexico to Canada, from Cali to ATL. It's the Hells Angels and those white biker gangs that's running around free in America, transporting all the dope. I done told on the people. I done told on them. You wanna get some people for murder? Get the fuck out of our community. Go investigate the Ku Klux Klan and you will find thousands of unsolved murder cases. I'm a tax-paying citizen. I wouldn't give a goddamn how you feel if I told on you or not. I told on the Hells Angels. I'm telling on white people. I'm telling on y'all. Y'all, the Ku Klux Klan, I'm told the people, fuck it. I'm a tax-paying citizen of America. In the words of 050 the movement, God bless America. In the words of China Brim, God bless America. I told on you motherfuckers. I'm telling. Word to China Brim. Salute the God bless America. Yeah. And last but not least, to all you gangsters and all you tough guys out there. Yeah. All that shoot 'em up, bang, bang, gangster, gang member bloods and crips and all of that. Keep that same energy when the police, we should be seeing more police shootings and going to war with the police and physical altercations and all that. No, don't get gangster with me, grown man business TV. And then when the police come, yes, sir, no, sir. Don't do that. Zip with the drip went to jail for 20 years. Why? Hey, I rock with Zip. Zip know what the timing is with grown man business TV. Zip with the drip, uncle and his daddy went to jail for going to war with the police. But Zip with the drip wouldn't even get it shaken with Blue Boy in front of the police. You see the difference in the gangster? Don't talk that hooligan shit to me. Now your daddy and your uncle, those is gangsters. Those is tough guys. Those are hooligans because they went to war not only with black people, but they went to war with police officers. Yeah. Salute to them hamburgers that's locked up on all that. They went to war with police. Molotov cocktails and gunfire with the police. I respect that. But Zip with the drip, you didn't want to go to war with Blue Boy because the police was over there. Don't talk that tough boy gangster shit to me. Keep it for don't talk that New York shit, that gangster talk. If you don't want to go to war in front of police, if you don't want to go to war with the police, if it's yes sir and no sir, put that tough boy hooligan talk in your back pocket like Lil Baby and all that. I'm a threat to the establishment. The establishment don't like me because I'm going to tell them gangster niggas, y'all pussy. Until y'all go to war with the boys in blue, you bitch made, you pussy. The establishment don't like that. And listen, I talk it and I stand on it. Why you think my channel was at 40K? Why you think we consistently growing? I don't just talk it, homie. I mean this shit. I say what I mean and I mean what I say. That's what grown man business is. Saying what you mean and meaning what you say. And I mean that. Zip with the drip, his daddy and his uncle are gangsters. Freedom hamburgers. Freedom men. I want those men free to walk the street. Because they didn't only go to war with gangsters. When the police came, it was Molotov cocktails and gunfire. Freedom hamburgers. But Zip, when Blue Boy put that knife on his cell and told him, let's get it cracking, Zip said he didn't want to go to war because the police was watching. Put that gangster shit in your back pocket. Put that hooligan talk in your back pocket and sell that loud nose. Sell that dope to the people, but don't talk no gangster shit to me. All right? Because all that gangster shit, I'm liable to smack your mouth off, and then when the police come, your ass gonna get real humble. Oh, nothing happened, officer. I didn't want any. Yes, sir. No, sir. With that being said, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You understand what I'm saying? You can tell. Yeah, I told on the gang members. I told on the biker gangs. I tell on a white person. I tell on the Ku Klux Klan and all that. Sex trafficking that white people do. I tell on the motherfuckers. Pull over those white boy gangs and all that. Pull over the goddamn Aryan Nation, and I bet you find a ton of methamphetamines and all that. So you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, man. You can tap in, tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest? And I suggest you tap in. I was about to say gang, but hold on, I'm gonna just roll with it. We gonna roll real quick for a couple more minutes. You like how I did that? You like how I did? Hit the like button and all that, man. Stop playing with the chat. Run the likes up. Hit the subscriber button. You in the realest on YouTube. You like how I did that right there? You like how I took you to the top? You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. And now, I normally close out right there, but I took you to the top. Yeah, fuck it. I don't rock with the white biker gangs. Their asses need to go to jail. Ku Klux Klan members, your ass need to go to jail for murder. I'm a tax-paying goddamn citizen. I wouldn't give a goddamn. I just paid $10,000 in property taxes. Somebody had going to jail. Somebody with dog fur, your ass need to go to jail. If you got dog fur and you're in the biker gang, your ass going to jail. If you got dog fur and you was wearing that Ku Klux Klan outfit, your uncle, your daddy, your grandfather, your ass need to go to jail. And I think that's what I'm going to start doing. At 40,000 subscribers, I'm going to campaign for white biker gangs and Ku Klux Klan members to go to jail. I'm not like Charleston White. I don't want no parts of black people being enslaved and incarcerated anymore. But you white gang members, you white Bloods and Crips, you biker gangs, you Ku Klux Klan members, I think it's time y'all get a taste of that jail cell. I'm gonna let the downloads download on that. But I'm feeling like I might start aiming this energy at you, I might start getting you motherfuckers liked up. I might start calling and I might start making some goddamn phone calls to get you Ku Klux Klan members locked up. I don't want it. No more Rico charges, and we don't want to see. I wouldn't give a damn about what Lil Baby did out there in Atlanta. We ain't about to let no more Rico charges on black people and rappers. Nah, fuck all that. I'm about to start getting your dog fur having ass locked up. I think that's what we gonna do over here. You get your dog fur having ass locked up from here on out. Ku Klux Klan members, biker gangs, your ass going to jail. I said it right here on Grown Man Business TV. Your ass is going to jail. Be on the lookout. Make a goddamn phone call to the authorities and put your ass in jail. Your ass won't ride another bike across the country again. Your ass won't ride another motorcycle. Keep playing. They don't like that. Oh, you a rat, bro. You a snitch. I ain't no goddamn snitch. I'll put your ass in jail. How about that? How about that? Keep that same energy when the police run down on you. Say, no, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't get the crying talking about yes, sir, when the police come around. But you all in the chat with your Twitter fingers and all that, talking about rats and snitches. But then when the police come around, you the first one in the interrogation room with a McDonald's Happy Meal and all that. Yeah, same dude in the goddamn comment section will be on the first 48 with a pack of Newport 100s and the goddamn hamburger, a Happy Meal, and a Coca-Cola sitting at that table and all that. Yeah. Oh, he's a rat. He's a snitch. Then when the goddamn federales put your ass at the table and line you up, oh yeah, I know who did it. He ass eating McDonald's Happy Meals and you got Coca-Colas and all that. We know what you did when you start smoking cigarettes in the interrogation room. We know what you did. And I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna end with this. This time I'm gonna end it for real. When it come down to you Hell's Angels, when it come down to the Ku Klux Klan, I'm going to ask for the hamburger Happy Meal and a pack of Newport 100s. Oh, I said it. I told y'all the truth. When it come down to you Ku Klux Klan members, when it come down to you white biker gangs, and they get to asking me, do I want a cheeseburger or a hamburger Happy Meal? I'm going to get a hamburger Happy Meal with an extra large Coke and extra ice. And I'm going to tell them to put the Newport pack on the table, and let's run down through this information. Oh, give me an ass. Do you got an ashtray? You got an ashtray and you got a lighter? Let's have a conversation about the Ku Klux Klan and the Hells Angels. I want all their asses in jail. All of them. I'm going to campaign to put your ass in jail from it. Look, let me show you something. Let me show you something right here. Look.
60 years, but most of the lynchings were more down south. Like I said, a lot of the other Klan groups years ago, they did give us a bad name. But as far as lynching going on today, nah. I mean, you couldn't get by with it.
One of the things that's interesting about Klansmen is they're so committed to what they believe.
Oh, I'm into what I believe.
It's an interesting stand.
I got a heart of a Klansman, and I will die for a Klansman fighting for my race.
I mean, you may believe things that other people have a hard time swallowing, but you believe what you believe, and you stand behind it.
Exactly. Yes, sir. I believe that God, he gave his life for...
I'm going to put your big ass in jail, boss. Yeah! In the words of 050 The Movement, China Brim, God bless America. I'm going to put your big ass in jail, boss. Yeah, look. I'm going to put your big ass in jail. When they come to ask me questions about your big ass, boy, I'm going to sit down and tell them, get the goddamn hamburger and cheeseburger Happy Meal with an extra large Coke and a pack of Newport 100s. And I'm going to tell them everything they need to know about your big ass, about the dog fur. Look, yeah, look. They going to say GMB TV. Go ahead and get GMB TV a lighter real quick. Go ahead and light that cigarette up, Grown Man Business TV. We got some questions for you. Grown Man Business TV. Do you know who this man is right here? GMB TV, do you know who this man is right here? Yes, sir. Hey, do you know who that is, GMB TV? Yes, sir. Would you point him out to us, Mr. Grown Man Business TV? Yes, sir. Look. There you go right there. That's him. There you go. Look. There he is. Lock his big ass up. Hey, listen here, big boy. You're going to jail. I'm going to sign the goddamn affidavit. Your name was on the affidavit. You ratted, kid. I'm going to sign the affidavit for the Ku Klux Klan members and the Hells Angels. Your ass going to jail. And at 40,000 subscribers, listen to me. At 40,000 subscribers, I commit to putting your white ass in jail for 100 years. I commit to putting the Ku Klux Klan in jail for 100 years. And I commit to putting you Hells Angels bikers in jail. Oh, I'm going to be the goddamn Charleston White to you white boys. I'm going to put your ass in jail. Yeah. God bless America. In the words of China Brim. With that being said, man, you already know what time it is. You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man. You can tap in or you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest to put your white ass in jail. It's like, no, I'm playing. I suggest you know my slogan. You know what I'm tapping. I'm going to tap out and tap in. You know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Gang.